Hello, everyone, and welcome to the love reading for the sign of Gemini. We're going to get right into your reading. This is going to be a look into a connection that Gemini has with someone in their life. Could be a current lover, an old lover coming back, or a new lover coming in. Whatever the case is, this is just one story for one Gemini out there. So if it resonates for you, that's wonderful. If not, this story just isn't yours. So let's get right into it. The World and the King of Wands. Wow, this is how you both come in. You come in with world energy, your person with King of Wands. How do you see them? Six of Swords. And they see you as the Fool. How do you see the relationship? Magician. For them, Page of Wands. And possible outcome over this next 2 weeks, the Moon. And the Knight of Swords. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. In charge, large and in charge, right? The King of Cups is all about love, protection, support, right? The divine masculine in a relationship, right? Sometimes the King of Cups can be quite jealous, quite possessive. But if anything, in his exalted sort of position, when he's doing good, when the King of Cups is being good, he's the one who lifts you up. He's the one who makes you feel beautiful about yourself, feel good about yourself. He's the one who nurtures the relationship and makes sure that everything is there, everything that you both have, everything that you both need, you have for the sort of the progress, right? The happy progress of the connection, honesty, support, security. So Gemini, let's get right into it. How do you come into this period? Well, you're coming in with world energy. Your person's coming in with the King of Wands. So again, they're resonating with this divine masculine energy. You feel great. You feel like you're at the perfect place right now. You feel like, this energy of the world is a destiny energy. The world comes in, this card comes in for people when they are fully aligned with their purpose and their path. And so there's a feeling of destiny here for you. Your person is coming in and really taking the lead right now, right? Whoever this connection is with, they're taking a significant lead in terms of what are we going to do next? What's the plan? How are we going to, move forward? What's our next steps in terms of, planning for activity or goals that you both have as a couple, right? You're dealing with somebody who's definitely a very dominant energy. So let's get a little bit deeper. Page of Swords for you, Gemini, a feeling of confidence. And Knight of Swords for them. So there's a lot of communication going on. With the Gemini, there's always a lot of communication going on. But for you, you're starting to feel, I want to say, a little bit more confident. There was doubts. You had some doubts about some things. I think they're starting to go away. You're starting to feel more confident. You're starting to get a little bit more clarity. Your person is coming in with Knight of Swords. So they are still extreme. They're like the active one in this connection. They're the ones who are making all the plans and making sure that they're put into place. Knight of Swords oftentimes is the one who also gets rid of any obstacles that might be in your way, cuts away anybody or anything that might be slowing you down or slowing the progress of your plans or the progress of your relationship or anything that's getting in the way as maybe an obstacle or a barrier. They're the ones who are handling it, either verbally or physically, whatever the case. They're making sure that you guys are safe, that anything that's stopping your forward progression is not in the picture, right? So I like this energy. I like this energy a lot for you, Gemini. Now, how do you see each other? This is beautiful. For you, Six of Swords, for them, the Fool. So they see you as the Fool, someone who they just feel like is young and carefree. You have a youthfulness about you and a sense of adventure that they love. I think they really, really love that. There may be a little bit of an age gap. For you, Six of Swords, you see them as a safety, right? A place, a person that provides safety and that provides a place of sanctuary and harmony. Six of Swords has shown up a lot for the readings, for my readings this week, because I think a lot of relationships right now are leaning in instead of out. You know, we're at a phase right now, especially in my collective, where a lot of people are looking closer in at themselves and at their partners rather than just, here's the partner and there's the rest of the world. It's like people are looking away from the rest of the world, looking much more in, looking much more at their insular sort of connections, right? Their personal, private, intimate connection with their partner. And your person, Gemini, really is providing a sense of safety for you, right? Harmony, peace, safety. I want to say they may even be offering you a sense of escape from some of the more stressful things in your life. World again. There we go. Here we go with the double clarifiers every time in my readings. The world again. Yeah, you really feel like this person was meant for you. I want to say there's a destiny here that feels so strong. There's a fatedness with that world energy. How you see them fully part of your life, right? And so this is a nice reaffirmation of a strong relationship. Even if it's a fresh relationship, it's only getting stronger. They see you, there's moon energy there. So there's some things that are unknown to them, right? Gemini, you're not the easiest to sort of understand, right? Especially with that dual sort of personality archetype that Gemini has. So your person, yeah, they see you as youthful, fresh, full of vigor and life and excitement. And at the same time, there's something about you with that moon that they don't quite understand. There's a lot of emotional feelings here. They may not be sure 100% of your commitment, right? Or of how much, you believe in this connection, right? They may not be sure for whatever reason. So this may be something that's coming up over the next couple of weeks. Moon energy is a testing phase. There may be some tests that come in. Again, King of Cups can be jealous, can be possessive, right? So if there's something going on here that may be causing your person to begin to doubt a little bit or not be sure of what's really happening in this connection, that's what's happening over this next few weeks. And I wonder, it may just be a case of you not really making it clear to them, right? You may not be exactly clear of how you feel. There may be some mixed messages that you're sending in some way to your person, because there's definitely moon energy coming in like this definitely indicates that they are unsure about you in some area. So now let's move on to the relationship. Magician and Page of Wands. Yeah, this is why I think it's just a case of you not expressing yourself exactly the way you might be thinking you are, because you certainly have a lot of respect for this person. The Magician is extremely capable, talented, right? And when you see somebody and you see this relationship as Magician energy, there's a lot of, I want to say, there's a lot of sort of respect, right? A feeling of auspiciousness, a feeling of divinity, of holiness, a feeling of magic here with this connection. You may even be, in awe of your feelings in this relationship. So it may be that can be quite overwhelming, right? And so the way you're presenting yourself to your person, maybe they may not quite see that, because again, for you, this is all so big and great, and you may be having difficulty conveying that, conveying that true sense of awe and amazement in this connection. Page of Wands for them, they see this relationship as a real sort of adventure. They don't care what the world thinks. They don't care what anybody thinks about this connection that they have with you. Again, there may be a little bit of an age gap, and so there may be a feeling that the outside world doesn't quite understand or maybe even approve, and that's fine. The outside world isn't in your relationship, right? So yeah, the age gap here, I do feel that a little strongly here, because again, there's a feeling, Gemini, that you're quite in awe of them, and they also are in awe of you, but your youthfulness, right? Your vibrancy, and also a little bit of doubt. That doubt could indeed be like, oh, does my Gemini really, like me? Maybe I'm too old for them, or maybe I'm too, too whatever, right? Because they're so exciting and vivacious, and eccentric and artistic, so I think it's just a little bit of insecurity. And that might be bubbling up over the next couple weeks. Maybe bubbling up in a form of a little bit of jealousy or insecurity, maybe a little bit of possessiveness. And that might be something that you guys are going to want to talk through. But for the most part, this is a nice reading for a nice connection. If you're coming to this reading to get some insight on your relationship and you do feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect, that's what's going on here with that moon energy. Just feeling a little unsure of you. Page of Cups. Yeah, this is new. I think this relationship is quite young. Page of Cups energy and Nine of Pentacles. It is quite young. There is a feeling, though, here for your person. Nine of Pentacles. Money is an issue. Independence is an issue. The two of you having your own bank accounts, your own money, your own sort of sustenance and stability and security is important here. Okay? Nine of Pentacles definitely is an energy of somebody who is enjoying the fruits of their labor, but they're kind of enjoying it alone. They're extremely independent. There's somebody who's maybe a sole proprietor rather than in a partnership, or, this energy, Nine of Pentacles, is very much that success that only you can enjoy by yourself, because a lot of people couldn't come with you, they couldn't stay with you, or, it's quintessential that individual who suddenly comes from a small town or comes from some area, and then they rise up in their career, their field, and it's like, yeah, they still have connections with people from where they come from, but those people are not at the level that they're at. And so a lot of the fruits of their labor, a lot of the abundance and the success is being enjoyed on their own, right? You can't bring everybody with you, even if you pay for it, you can't bring everybody with you. For you, Gemini, again, Page of Cups is a young feeling. It's a fresh feeling. 2 pages here. So again, this speaks to you possibly being a little bit younger. And I want to say that could answer some of the reasons why this moon has shown up and there's a little bit of hesitancy on your person's part. You guys are doing well. You like each other. You're together. But it may be coming out a bit more that you may be having a little bit more life to live before you make this major commitment here. That's what I'm feeling. And so your person is feeling that. And I think that you might be feeling a little bit of that also, because you still feel quite young. You're doing grown-up things, but you're feeling quite young. The moon and the Knight of Swords. So the moon shows up twice as well. We have the moon twice. Do we have any other energy twice? No. So in this reading, we have the moon twice. So whereas your partner showed some hesitancy, unsurety, now it's your turn. Towards this end of this period, there's something that goes on between the two of you. And again, I speak to this King of Cups. There may be a different side to your partner that you're seeing now, that suddenly you're kind of like, hang on, I'm not really sure. I didn't know they were like this. I didn't know they were this insecure. I didn't, there's just something there that isn't quite sure. Moon energy, a feeling of being tested, of the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen next. Knight of Swords is how your person possibly, the energy your person possibly enters into. These positions are possible outcomes or possible next stages to this reading. So Knight of Swords again twice. So we do have the Knight of Swords twice and the moon twice. Again, your person is going to really very actively be fighting for this connection. And if there's anything that kind of comes in the way of it, they're very actively cutting that away. Be careful, Gemini. You might indeed be dealing with somebody who likes to keep you to themselves, likes to separate you from others in your life, perhaps. That's not good energy. That's toxic energy. And King of Cups in a sort of desperate, when King of Cups is desperate, he does things like that, it's very much possessive, and it's you and me. It's, you don't need to talk to your family anymore. You don't need to talk to your friends anymore. That kind of energy. Watch out for that. Okay? Because that Knight of Swords coming in again now with that moon, this age difference there, I feel a touch of not quite exploitation, but a touch of manipulation here. right? Just a touch of somebody who's insecure enough to maybe, want you all to themselves. Watch out for that. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and pull out your spirits of darkness and light and see what's going on. Spirit of the lighthouse, spirit of Gaia, and spirit of Christ. Wow. Well, the lighthouse, return, belonging, guiding light. Remember your guiding light, Gemini, right? Don't let anybody take your light away from you. And don't forget the lighthouse, is your anchor. So if you are dealing with somebody who's beginning to pull you away from your anchor, which is perhaps your family, friends, and your people per se, watch out for that. That touch is real. Spirit of Gaia, okay? Mother Earth, family creation. Some of you may be thinking about starting a family, or there may be some, there may be some pregnancies. Mother Earth, family creation. Watch out if you're not ready for it. All right. And spirit of Christ, always forgiveness, reconciliation, unconditional love. This speaks to some of you. Yeah, this is a great relationship. It feels good, but there's something bubbling underneath. I can't quite put my finger on. You will know what I'm talking about if you resonate with this reading. And for some of you, you might be waking up and realizing that, hang on a second, I might have been pulled a little bit too far away from the people who really love me by this connection with this person. They're very domineering, King of Wands, King of Cups, very domineering, very much sort of the one who's leading the way. Two Knight of Cups. It's their, they're the ones who say the most, speak the most, look, watch out, the hyena, and the owl. Yeah, the hyena is somebody who, this is the sarcastic one, the one who's always sarcastic, always laughing, always making a joke out of things, never taking things serious, right? Watch out for hyena energy. These are unserious people who have very deep-seated sort of insecurities. Listen, the hyena energy is one of the energies that I personally really abhor. That's the person who very uncomfortably makes everything into a very uncomfortable joke because they are uncomfortable. These are the type of individuals that make me uncomfortable. So you know what I'm talking about as soon as you hear this, if you resonate. Now, the owl, air animal spirit, is associated with abundance and wisdom, clarity, understanding. Yeah, I think some of you Geminis are going to be finding out some things about this connection with this person, that although it's nice and beautiful, you guys serve each other, there is something there that isn't quite 100% elevated, isn't quite fully out of the shadow. And I think that energy is an energy of insecurity, possessiveness, and a little bit of jealousy even. So watch out. All right, let's go ahead and pull out the zodiac signs that you might be dealing with. We have Libra. Some of you, Libra energy. All right. Some of you are dealing with another Gemini. So that's your sister. That's you. And Virgo coming out. All right. So you can go over, check out the Virgo reading. Wow. All righty. That is nice. I'm going to go ahead and link that. Virgo, Gemini, and Libra. Thank you so much. Now, if you want to take a deeper dive, this is what I tell people. I'm going to go ahead and link the Bow and Arrow Tarot website. You might want to do a deeper dive into that Knight of Swords. Let's go down to the Knight of Swords. Where is he at? There he is. And we can do a little bit of a deeper dive. Knight of Swords is associated with ambition, determination, swift action. So the Knight of Swords, is associated with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it's associated with air energy, right? But there is a quickness here, an ambitiousness here, a determination here, right? So again, this person very much taking the lead, all right? Now, if we go over to the main tarot section, again, this is the bowandarrowtarot.net platform. I created this platform to help you guys get a little bit more out of the reading so you can do your own in-depth sort of research, analysis, and tap into the cards. If we go up to the moon, there's the moon showing up. And we have it twice in this reading. So we go to the moon page, we can take a look at some of the energies associated with the moon. Intuition, the unknown, a balance between rational and primal instincts. Again, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like I do feel like you might be dealing with somebody who, on the one hand, yeah, when they're rational, but their emotions are getting away from them. And if things are happening emotion wise that are making them feel insecure or unsure, things start to get a bit more instinctual, jealous, defensive, etc., possessive. All right. So whenever you get these readings or any of the readings online, any of the other readings, you see a reading that resonates with you and a particular card resonates with you, you can pop over to bowandarrowtarot.net and just check that out. All right, guys, I'm going to take that off for now. And then I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me. Gemini, this has been Bow and Arrow Tarot. Cross Watchers, thank you for joining me. I hope you got something out of this reading. And remember, not all readings are going to be for all of you, okay? It's only one story for one Gemini. But for right now, I wish you all love, life, and happiness. And I hope to see you back here at Bow and Arrow Tarot for your next tarot reading. Bye-bye now.